Here's the story of how a 13-year-old girl stopped by my garage sale here in Springfield, Missouri several years back, and that turned out to be her first step in becoming a major movie star. Now, I'm not talking about Dakota Johnson. I am talking about Cailee Spaeny. You say you've never heard of Cailee? Well, let me tell you all about her. If you're going to be a movie star, you might as well start at the top, and that is exactly what Cailee did. For her very first movie role, she was handpicked by John Boyega to be the female lead in the blockbuster that knocked Black Panther out of the #1 slot at the box office. It was called Pacific Rim Uprising. And to follow that up, you may remember her as Ruth Bader Ginsburg's daughter in On the Basis of Sex. And then the lead in The Craft Legacy. And then Chris Hemsworth's crazy girlfriend in Bad Times at the El Royale. She was at the center of a murder mystery in Mare of Easttown. But how it ends is not really the end. Let's go back to the beginning of our story. So Cailee and her mom came down to my garage sale, and Kaylee's mom and my wife were friends. So Cailee was bored and she was humming a song, and I said, "Cailee, is that a Beatles song?" And her mom says, "Cailee, go ahead and sing it for Harv." And she sang this kind of really funky version of the Beatles, Come Together. It was obvious Cailee had some raw talent and dreams of being a singer, and her mom wanted to encourage her. As it turns out, her mom and I had a mutual friend, a guy with a recording studio in downtown Springfield. So the next week we made arrangements and brought Cailee down there and had her lay down a couple of songs. And I had my camcorder, and here's a snippet from one of the videos I made.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare.
Cailee was very much encouraged, and she became a part of a local band as a singer, and then she worked her way through the Springfield Little Theater, becoming the lead in many plays before she decided, well, it's time to try Hollywood. But Mom and Dad did not have the money for her to try Hollywood. But old Harv was getting divorced about then, so I financed a couple of trips out there. And her mom is the unsung hero of the story because she had to oversee all of Cailee's stuff and drive her out to California, long trips and a lot of risk. Anyway, everything fell into place. And then Mom got to hang out with John Hamm. I have a feeling that Mom was okay with that. And last week I got a call from Cailee's dad. He was kind of excited because it looks like Cailee is going to be the next star of the Alien franchise. And that's how a star is born. If you'd like to see those music videos I made, they're on my YouTube channel. There's a link in the bio.